Okay, we're good to go.
All right. Well, hi, everybody. Like Catherine said, I am super excited to be here. I have my football shirt on, and we have all kinds of fun iron-on things that we're going to do today. We are going to talk about, we're more going to talk about the materials, the iron-on materials that you put on your shirt, and not as much about the machines. But if you have questions about the machines or you need to have anything clarified, I'm happy to clarify. And we will also go over design space and how we can use design space to create the projects that we want to create. But I don't know about you guys, but when I walk into Michael's or I'm looking on michaels.com, there are so many choices for different types of iron-on materials to put on a t-shirt, and there are tons of different t-shirts to choose from. It's hard to know exactly how things will turn out. So we're going to do a deep dive on different types of materials, how to use the Easy Press and the heat guide that Cricut has to know exactly how much time you need and what temperature you need with the material you're using and the shirt you're using. A couple of little things when you go to do your shirts. I'm using the Bella canvas shirts, which I think are amazing. The color is amazing. They're super soft. And wait till you see all the different ones that we have to share today. But pre-wash your shirt and do it without adding any softener, because t-shirts have sizing in it. All fabric does, kind of a starch to keep it straight when they make the t-shirt. So wash it, but don't use your fabric softener, like your liquid fabric softener or your fabric sheet. And that will allow the material to transfer onto the fabric without any problems. So, and then Cricut has spent so much time with their materials in making sure that our iron-on materials will stand the test of time and go through tons and tons and tons of washes. Once you've ironed everything on, wait 24 hours before you wash your shirt, and then turn it inside out, and that will extend the length of time that you have your beautiful shirt. Okay, so let's get started. So I'm using two screens, and I'm going to look over here at what I have on the tabletop. And just to give you an idea, you're probably used to seeing all these different rolls when you go to the store, and you kind of wonder, like, how do I know which is iron-on, and how do I know which is like a vinyl, and what the difference is. And the easiest thing to do is to look for the icon that has the shape of an iron on it. And you know that's the kind of material that can be ironed on. And I have some examples right here, but just as an overview, it can come in sort of a matte, a glitter, a holographic, a sparkle, a foil, and we're going to use all those different types of materials today. So let's go back to, I want to go over and share my screen with you and show you a few things on Design Space. So I'm just going to share this real quick. Here we go. And in Design Space, there are ways that you can put projects into Design Space, and I wanted to be able to share the projects that I made today with all of you, but I wanted to be able to show you how to find those projects. And so I did a little exploring myself on how our community works, and I wanted to show you a little bit about that. So I've also made my cursor a little bit bigger so that you can see where I'm going. And actually, I'm going to go back to the home screen, and let's do a new project. And I'm going to come over here to the projects and click on that. It's in the left column. And if you're using Design Space, there's always that prompt that says that you can share a project, and understanding how that works is kind of important. And it's kind of fun to use to see what other people are making just in your community. So if you come here to, this is an all categories search on the homepage for the projects. If you come right here to where it says all categories and click on the drop down menu, then you're able to find right here Cricut Community. And when you click on Cricut Community, you can see all the projects that your fellow crafters have made. And this is a great way to share your project with somebody else. So if you've made a project in here, you can click share and it will give you a link, and then you can share that link with other people. So I've already favorited some of the projects that we're using today. And I have some links that I can share with you guys. It's in a PDF. So I don't know if we can share that, Catherine, or not, but my my name on Design Space is Joy McDonnell. So if you want to come find me, I have some great shirts and examples to show you of what I've made here. But what I want to do is come back over to I'm going to stop sharing this screen and come back to the desktop right here. And I want to show you some of these fabulous shirts, some of these fun things. So this particular shirt that I'm wearing right now, I know I just switched this on you. This is a holographic mosaic, which is kind of super fun and sparkly with the everyday iron-on in white. And it's amazing how easily it goes onto your project. So there are some projects that are already made and in Design Space that you can just say and make it. Oh God, you guys are already good. Thank you, Catherine. You got all the links out. So you're going to see some shirts that I designed, and Catherine did all the links for us. So this particular one is a Make It Now project, and I've used the iron-on, and it turns out really, really cute. If you think about the everyday iron-on as sort of a matte finish, that helps you kind of think about how that will look when you make the shirt. So this is another one that's made of the everyday iron-on, but kind of mixing colors. So you can pick fonts and just mix the colors and play with that on the shirt. And then this one, which I think is so cool, this one is made out of glitter iron-on. Can you guys see how sparkly that is? Maybe not, but trust me, it's really sparkly and super cute. And if you are going to use the link that I gave you, just make sure when you read it that you pay attention to these eyes, because they are little tricky guys to get out of there. Then we have patterned iron-on. There's super fun patterned iron-on that you guys might not realize is out there. And I've mixed the pattern iron-on with the glitter iron-on in these examples across the front of the shirt. And on the back of the shirt, I just did one solid cutout with a pattern so that it looks really, really cool. And this would be fun on a children's onesie. And then this one is made out of, yes.
With pattern iron-on versus the everyday iron-on, do you have to cut it differently? Do you still mirror it and everything?
I do. I still mirror it, do everything. You put the pattern down, just like the shiny side would go down, you put the pattern side down.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so I do, yeah, everything's the same. Follow the same rules. This is a foil iron-on. Ooh, I don't want to show you the next one yet. Let me show this one off first. This is a foil, and this turned out, I think it's super, super kind of chic, that foil look. And then this is a fun little unicorn that's in Design Space, and there's a mixture of all the things that I just showed you. So there's a holographic, there's glitter, there's foil, and then there's a combination of different colors of all those things. So as you're walking down the aisle and looking at all the different materials that are available to you, and you're choosing them, this class will help you, because in this class, we are going to do this little shirt right here. And I'm going to show you how to use the heat guide and this is like a little pumpkin sampler shirt. In this shirt, we have everyday iron-on with a little of the holographic sparkle, the mesh. This is the mosaic. It's the same as what I have on my shirt, but it's a square. And then glitter, sparkle. I'm going to show you how to do the foil with other things, because temperatures change. So we'll just talk about all of this as we go along. So, so this is kind of what we're working towards as we're creating our projects in the class today. And in class, I will be using the heat press. This is available in 3 sizes. It's a 6x7, a 9x9, and a 10x12, or 12x10, whichever way you want to go. It's important to use, I like this, a press is better than an iron, because an iron has little holes in it where the heat isn't even all the way across the iron, and the easy press, the heat is even all the way across the press, so that when you're pressing down, you're getting a good solid transfer of the materials. And sorry, I'm going to move things around to be able to show you. Also, when you're working with the Easy Press, to have an Easy Press mat is top notch, because the heat will transfer from both sides and it'll really make your shirt turn out really smooth and really nice. So we're going to be using that as well today, and it comes in different sizes. You can get little ones and big ones. So that's the good news. So there's lots of options there. And I've got my Easy Press already heating up. I'm going to adjust this temperature really quickly, because I know our first item is going to have some hot tub. Back really quickly and just explain something that I think is important in working with iron-on material. Each different type of iron-on material has a different temperature setting for that material, and then it also has whether it's a warm peel or a cool peel. And that means whether you let the project cool down and then peel, or whether you peel it right as it's warm. So I'm not a very patient crafter, because I'm like, let me see, how did it turn out? And I'm always trying to look, but it's important to let the cool ones cool. So we have our little graph that we're doing, and we're going to go back to Design Space real quick. I'm going to share my screen again, just to show you guys. In the example here, this is the pumpkin sampler t-shirt that you have the link to now. Whenever you have these projects, you can just make it the way that it is, or you can customize. Now, because your friends are making the projects, they may not be as super fancy as Cricut is. So I always go into the customize just to make sure that I have it the right way. And it's going to pull up this design, and these are the different pumpkins. These are all pumpkins that come from Design Space. If you go right over here on your left column to images, you have the search feature right here. And I like to search in the image sets, these highlighted categories down here. If you click image sets, and then it's like the old, when Cricut had cartridges. It's like how we pull designs together into a cute set for you. So if you go into those sets, you can find things that are already together, and then you can go into a set, and then you can look at different designs that are there. And I just pulled images right from here. So you would click on it, and then, so just click on that design, and then go down to insert image, and that will insert the image into your project. So we'll just go back to my canvas here, and I'm going to show you how I set up my mat in order to cut one of the pumpkins. You wouldn't want to cut all of these at once, because you're using so many different types of materials. On the left side, on the right side over here, we have our layers panel. And what's really cool about the layers panel is that you can make things kind of not be seen, so that when you hit make it, you're just making the one project that you want. So if I click on this pumpkin right here, it's going to highlight that pumpkin over here in my layers panel. And then where we have this little eye right here, I can click on that eye and that will make that pumpkin go away because I don't want to cut it yet. So I'm going to make all the pumpkins go away. And this is one that has 2 pieces to it. So it's already attached and grouped together. I'm just going to make all of these kind of go away until I get the one that I want to cut.
Hey, Joy.
Yes.
Do you have to be an Access member to be able to take from the community? Do you like?
Yes. Yes, if somebody's used something from the community, you still do need to be a subscriber in order to use that if it is a subscription, if it's an Access piece. So some of these are Access pieces. And then there are other projects that I made that just used fonts. I tried to do that so that you didn't have to have a subscription in order to make everything.
Thank you.
Okay, so here is our one pumpkin, but if you remember when I showed it, I had green little vines and a gold stem and the orange pumpkin. But because I want to, oh, and I probably did that without telling you what I did. Because I want to cut this all on one sheet, I made it all one color. And then I'll put everything onto the mat so I can run it through the machine just one time. So I'm going up here up in the top right to the Make It button. And I'm going to hit the Make It button. And then I have my project right here. Now, when you're working with Iron-On, you want to remember to mirror everything. So I'm going to hit the mirror button and then hit continue. And then I need to choose my device. Different devices, my machine and the computer. And it's going to give us a second here to connect. But in the meantime, I can already cut down my pieces of material that I want to use. So I know that these are the different sizes of the pieces. And then while this is connecting, how about we go back over to my screen here. And I have a standard grip mat all ready to go. So now I would put my material down so that the shiny side is down. And that means the film that's on the top of the iron-on will be the piece that we peel away in the end. So here's our holographic sparkle, and we're going to put that down right next to this one. And then I have the gold, and that will go right next to the next one. Now, sometimes you have to be careful because you need different settings for different materials, but the everyday iron-on setting works just fine to cut all of these. So that was not a problem. But what is the problem is that my machine, we did this before we started the class and had everything running, and now my machine isn't connecting. But the good news is that I would show you to put it into the machine and then have it cut, and I've already got these pieces cut. So I think just showing you how to put this on there is good. And you can do this with any machine, whether you're using the Cricut Joy or you're using Maker or you're using Air2. And I think I just have an internet problem that is happening right now. When this happens, you can turn off your machine and turn it back on again. And sometimes that will help you connect. So we'll just turn that off and on again. In the meantime, I don't want to take up a lot of class time in doing this if it's not going to connect for me. You can also use your USB cord, which helps in getting everything connected easily. But I've already got these pieces cut and ready to go. And I've got all of our pieces lined up back here and ready to go. So when you're getting ready to weed, we have this new weeder tool that is really awesome. And it works like a pen, and you can click off one tip and put on different tips depending on what you're working on. So there's a knife, there are these 2 different types of weeding tips. And I just kind of like, well, I switch back and forth between what I like.
Hey,
Let's
Joy.
go with this Yes.
We have a really great question. What is the reasoning for mirroring the design and putting the vinyl face down when you're working with iron-on?
Oh, so when you go, when you cut it, so in order to cut iron-on, you don't want to cut the film that's on the top of the coloring. And you'll see as I go to weed this and I take away the color, when it applies, vinyl applies the way you see it. Iron-on applies backwards from the way you see it, if that makes sense. So you do need to turn your iron-on over, because now when it goes down, I want this film on the top that has this little sticky part on it. And now it'll cut correctly, especially if you're doing letters and things. You do need to make sure that you are mirroring for your cut. And in Design Space, it will prompt you and it will ask you if you want to do that. So we'll just get all of these peeled away. And you can see how easy this is for me to just weed it. I say that, and then this one, of course, isn't cooperating. You can go from the corners too. Sometimes I just push back the corner and then that helps to pull it away. But you just hop in there. And you do kind of want to, as you're pulling it, where you have pieces that are in the center, you want to pull so that those middle pieces come along with you. And if something looks like it's pulling away that you don't want to have pull away, just stop and pull from a different direction. That's all you need to do. Okay. And so I'm just going to take out the center. Now, how my pieces that go together. What I have found to be the easiest thing to do, I know that my pumpkin stem is going to go onto my pumpkin. So what I have found to be the easiest is to cut away a little bit of the material so that I can put things together like a puzzle piece. So my stem, I'm just going to trim around him.
Hey, Joy.
And then use, yes.
So there's a question about kind of cut settings and making sure that you have the right pressure. And especially, I think when it comes to cutting iron-on, because there's a couple different types like glitter, I personally have the Air 2. I always think it's best to turn that dial to custom. That way you really get that full list of the different iron-ons to choose from versus having to guess which iron-on pressure on the dial. What do you think?
I agree. And definitely that's where I leave it. I leave it on, sorry, I'm doing my Bluetooth. I'm going to connect from my Bluetooth. I leave it on custom on this dial, and then that always gives me all the choices for the different materials that I can cut. Okay, and I can't get to the next screen if I can't connect to the machine. So we'll just continue to make the project, and I will let my Bluetooth and my piece work together here. I'm gonna just do another, sorry guys, a little technical difficulty here. And wouldn't you know, I've been cutting all day. So of course, right now is the moment when I can't connect it. Okay, so my computer is just being slow. Let's just go ahead and go through the heat press and all the other pieces that we have here. And we'll come back to this because I think it's I'm going to keep an eye on it and watch for it to connect through my Bluetooth. That's where my issue is. Okay, I'll turn it off and turn it back on one more time. Alrighty, so what I want to do is show you how I've prepped the shirt for getting ready to put all of these pumpkins on. Because when you're working with something like this and you want to have it lined up nicely, I use a Frixion pen, which is a pen that will erase with heat. So I just drew a grid, and can you guys see that on the screen? I drew a little grid of all the different pieces that I want to put on here.
That's really cool.
And then what?
That's really cool, that grid.
Yeah, and what I did was I made the grid so that I would remember my heat temperatures too, because what I'm doing is I'm working, I tried to think about, so each different type of iron-on needs a different temperature and a different type of setting. So what I'm going to do is try to keep all the ones that are 330 degrees in a group together. So the 330 degrees ones are right here. And, oh, and I'm just weeding this. So it's just peeling right off. And this is my centerpiece. So this one's going to go right down into the middle. And he has a little foil tip. I'm going to put, the foil has to have a cooler temperature, so I'll put that on later. And then I have a glitter one. Glitter some people say that glitter can be a little hard to weed, but I find it's one of the easiest ones for me to just pull away. And I can get that weeded. That's the outside pieces, and then I have the little inside pieces to take on top of the shirt.
Here's a great
and sometimes just take it and roll it so that I can, did it break up?
Oh, there's just a question about, do all the different iron-on vinyls work on the Bella Canvas Heather colors as well as the solids? And I believe the answer is yes, that they're the same, it should stick to the same material.
Yes, you just want to make sure that you're going to the heat guide in order to find your temperatures, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So here we have this pumpkin that's going to go right here. And then I have a white glitter one, another white glitter one. And this one, you can see he's all ready to just come right off of there. And that makes it so nice and easy to pull those off. And like I said, I just take it and roll it. And sometimes the pieces are just ready to go, just to come right off. I don't even need the tool or anything. Get that right off the top there. And put him in his spot. And these are all cold peels. So I want to make sure that I am peeling all when it's cool. This is the holographic, and it turns out really cool, and it has all the different colors that show up. The holographic sparkle and the holographic are very similar in that as they kind of move around, they have different shiny points on them, but the sparkle obviously adds the sparkle as well. So on this top, we have to be a little bit careful because this particular pumpkin has a little swirly stem, and you don't want to lose any of your pieces. So this is where, as I mentioned, you might want to go back in and come from a different direction so that you don't lose any of your little swirly pieces. So I'll just come from over here. And there's one little guy in the center. This happened the other night too. One little guy in the center there just needs a little push. But the Cricut is so good because it cuts everything so clean and so smooth. And that is so nice to have. Okay, so these four, we're gonna go ahead and do together. And I wanna show you how we use the heat guide to make the choices in our temperatures. So I'm gonna do a quick screen share again. And okay, it's going to be here. Oh, which one got highlighted? Which part do you guys see?
We see you pulling the heat guide up onto your screen now.
Okay, you do. Good. All right, so this is the heat guide, and the way that you find this is just, you can go to Cricut.com, but I find it easier to go into Google and type in Cricut heat guide, and it pops right up for me every time. So now I would go here and I would choose, I'm going to use the glitter, and my base, the shirt itself, is a cotton poly blend, and I'm using the Easy Press mat. So we'll just click on all of that, and then you just hit apply. And what that will do is it will tell me my Easy Press should be at 330 degrees, and I'm going to need 30 seconds to apply it. So I can set my Easy Press, the temperature 330, my seconds at 30 seconds. I'm going to use a light pressure and flip my whole project over and press on the other side for 15 seconds and then do the cool peel. So we're going to let it cool. And when I double checked everything that I was using, so you can see all the different materials here, holographic on the cotton poly with the Easy Press mat, again, had the same instructions. So then if I go right back to the holographic sparkle on the cotton poly blend with the Easy Press mat and hit apply, again, same thing. So my Easy Press is heated up, and we'll just gonna look from above and make sure that everything is where we want it. Now you'll see the lines hobby. In sewing, you use this kind of a pen a lot. So if anybody else is a sewer, you know. Okay, we've got all of those down. I am going to apply the heat, and you can see my timers there. I just hit this green button, and we'll wait 30 seconds for that to set. And do we have any questions, Catherine, that I can answer?
Well, I did get a question. Do you have a YouTube channel? Because someone needs help with print and cut, but maybe we can make another class.
I do not. I'm a knitter. My YouTube channel has my knitting on it, but that's a good. I bet that person wants to make stickers and things, so that would be a good class for us to probably do. Okay, so we just put this down, and when it says flip and press, that means you want to flip over your piece, and all of those covers are going to stay.
Joy,
Yes.
can you stop sharing your screen, because right now we can't see the
you
big picture of the shirt. There we go.
I'm so sorry. All right, let me show you back again. So you've got all of these on here. We're just going to flip it over. And then put this down. And now I only want 15 seconds, so I'm just going to watch it for it to dial down to 15 seconds. I don't know if the camera is catching how nicely all the timer pieces are on here, but you can set your time, you can set your temperature. The machine itself will beep for you and tell you you're good, you've done what you needed to do. You can move on. Okay, now remember, these are the cool press. So, you know, I'm always about, like, I want to grab it and start it right away, but I'm going to let these cool. I'm going to go to another material, and I'm going to show you, I don't want all that to heat up. I'm going to show you how to use the Mosaic, which is actually a little bit different than, like the first time I used it, I was like, oh, I didn't realize that there are 2 liners on it. So when you use this one, don't be surprised that there are 2 liners. And what did I do with my tool?
Hey, Joy.
Yes.
Do you know, is it okay to use the wool press mat instead of the heat transfer mat that you're using?
Oh, if it's the wool one, just
Yes.
made out of wool, like a thick piece of wool. You can use that. I just want to move this out of the way. You can use that. It's just the heat guide is going to tell you your best results if you're using the easy press one.
Got it.
So you may have to make a few adjustments because that wool one might hold heat just a slightly different way. And that's the only thing that I would say is that you might want to test a section before you give it a go. Okay, so the cool thing here is this is all going to lift off, and all of those little squares just stay right how you want them to. So we'll peel this back. I'm going to do it a little bit carefully here. But there is a second liner on this that holds all those little squares in place. So under this liner and between this material is one more liner. So here he is. So I'm going to show you how to peel that off as well. And this is our little stem. And I'm just going to take him right off of the glitter and then set that down and position it. Not quite right. I have to stand up. I'm a stand-up, sit-down crafter, so there are times where I have to stand up and sit down. Okay, so how cute is that little pumpkin? And he's got his little mosaic self to him, which almost looks like a pattern itself, which I think is really cool. All right, so these are little squares. So this one is going to go right up here in this section. And the temperature is 330 and it's still 30 seconds, but this one has a warm peel. So we are going to peel this right away. And I don't want to, all right, we're gonna go right there and set our timer. So that'll give us our 30 seconds. It's also a good idea. I just don't, because these are cool peels down here, just in case I touch anything with the heat press, I like that they're already covered and I'm not accidentally gonna pull anything up. So that's a bonus. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna peel off this extra liner. And it's the same thing that I did for the holographic shirt that I have on now. But before we do that, we've got to flip it and press our other side. So you just kind of remember where about you are. Get that sleeve down, and we'll give this another, this just gets 15 seconds. I don't know what the color name of this shirt is.
It's gold.
Is it gold?
Yes, it is.
It's like the perfect gold too. Okay. So now we're going to peel back this liner. I gotta let it cool just a smidgy bit. I can't do it too hot. I'm keeping an eye on our time because I want to get through all of our little pumpkins. Okay, so here we're pulling this back. And I don't know if you can see it, but there's another liner there. Thanks. I might be going a little fast with this, but there we go. And there are times where if the liner isn't coming off exactly how I want, if you just kind of give it an angle. When I say angle, like don't pull it straight up, just pull it off to a side a little bit. It's helpful. And then when I'm taking this other liner off, it's easier to go, and I keep putting my tool down. Here we go. It's easier to go in between the squares and kind of pull it up than I think he might need a little bit more heat. I might have let it cool a little bit too much. So I'm going to flip it over and try it one more time and give ourselves another 15 seconds. And we'll just peel off one piece of it, just because I want you guys to see everything in the time that we have. Oh, that's nice and warm. The glue has to set just right, you know. Go from this side. The pressure of being on the screen.
We're all watching it.
You're watching me.
The mosaic is nervous itself.
Yeah. There we go. So now it'll come up. I think I just don't have enough heat on it yet. So it's not peeling as well as I would like it to. But you can see how it has this extra liner. So we'll just peel back one of these and get that little, and then you have just the mosaic, like what I have. Okay, so now we can lower the temperature of our machine a little bit here, and have to remember which one goes. Oh, this is our pattern. This is good, so I can show you how the pattern works. Now the pattern material, it's like flimsier. I think that's the only word I can come up with. It's just a softer sort of feel to it.
The texture on the back is not quite as smooth, right? Or is it still really smooth?
Right, it feels a little gritty.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like super smooth back there. So I'm gonna pull, but it comes, you know, iron-on is so nice to weed. I feel like everything just comes off so easily. If this were vinyl, I would have like weeded. Oops, I just went the opposite way. Oh, shoot. All right, pretend I didn't take that one off. I'm talking and doing.
Those carrier sheets are a little sticky sometimes.
Yes, they are sticky, so I can fix my little mistake that I made. I just want it to be in the right spot. So I'll fix it. Not to worry, because we want this part to go down, and we're going to take this part and outline it with the foil. So now this guy just needs to stay in place. So we'll be careful as we place it. But you can see how this is more like a fabric-y kind of iron-on. And I'm going to leave room for the outlining part. This goes to 340, so I actually need to adjust my temperature up a little bit. I'm going to adjust that temperature up a little bit, and then this is going to be a foil one, so I'm going to go ahead and weed this real quick while we're waiting for the temperature to adjust. And I don't know if you guys can see, as I'm weeding, I'm just going into that corner, and I do like a little turn and then pull it right back. And you can kind of get a feel for how all these different materials are going to feel on your body too, which I think is important because you want to feel comfortable in what you're wearing. So I'll just peel these back. And the Easy Press is heated up to our temperature. So this is the foil, which needs to actually be the coolest temperature setting on the machine. So we'll get this, whoops. Do you guys like to do weeding? Some people say weeding is like therapy.
I
How do
personally
people feel about weeding?
do not like it, but Patty likes it. She's given us.
Some people just love the weeding. All right, so we're gonna set that to the side because we don't want to put that on yet. And my my easy press is the right temperature now. And my little piece, we've made a recovery from my weeding error. And we'll just go ahead and just tap on that little corner right there and start our 30 seconds. And then the other ones that have foil, we're gonna do those really carefully. The mesh and I can't remember what's in the top right corner now. Oh, the Everyday Iron-On, they have the same temperature, so we'll just get those on there real quick. Did you guys know about all these different materials and how they looked?
Definitely didn't, but that mosaic is just so fun and so pretty. I'm sure the camera doesn't do it justice for people, but it's great.
It doesn't do it justice, and I'm not doing it justice in how I'm weeding it, because it actually, when you get the temperature right, it does come off so nicely and it looks just amazing. Has anybody used the mosaic yet? Oh, I see somebody was, so you've seen them, but you're afraid to use them.
Yeah. Hey,
don't be afraid.
It's what crafting's all about, making mistakes.
Absolutely. And if you do something like this, where you just test out like a whole bunch of different materials and you treat it like it's, this, I'm gonna adjust my temperature real quick. If you treat it like it's one project, but you're gonna test out a bunch of different stuff, it's not so scary, you know? This is the mesh one, and it's got little holes. So this is great for sports things. If you're a mom or you just enjoy it, this is a great one to like put somebody's number on the back of a shirt, or to add your name on something, but it gives it that varsity kind of look. I know at my kids' school, if you were going to buy anything that had the high school name on it, it was so expensive. This, I could just get the regular t-shirt and then add this, and the kids were happy. So that goes up here, and we kind of want to get on that line. And then the other one that we already made that has been floating around down here, he goes up here. And then this has that same temperature setting, so we'll do these two at the same time.
Oh,
Did you guys think you'll try some of these new?
Oh, I bet they will. But Joy, we have a really, really good question.
What's that?
When you're done putting all of the vinyl on your t-shirt, how do you then iron the shirt to get all the wrinkles out before you give it as a gift?
Oh, you can. So that is a good question. The easiest thing to do, I think, is to let it all cool, and then I just put it on the ironing board and just press around the pieces, because it really does need 24 hours to set. You don't want to go too soon with it, you know? And now I ironed off my temperature setting. You don't want to, also ironing the back helps, go from the back. All right, we have to cool off here. So we need a minute to cool this down, but I'm going to put my pumpkin here. And then I'm going to peel this back. This was our pattern. Can you guys see that? Is my head in the way? That was our pattern. So we're going to get our foil piece. Oh no, you guys. Oh, here it is. Okay, so we're going to get our foil piece and put that on. And then we have our foil pumpkin. I think I'm going to make it in time.
You are doing a great job, Joy.
I just had so much that I wanted to show you guys. Like, all these different materials are so much fun. And if you're kind of not familiar with them and you haven't seen them in action, or you haven't played with them, you might be afraid to try them. And I just really want to take away that fear and let you guys know that, you know, you can do it. And our next class, I think our next class too is going to be a lot of fun. We're going to do vinyl, and we're going to show how to do a seasonal decor outside on your door. So, like I said, you just have to try. If you don't give it a go, you'll never know. Okay, so this is our foil, and that's just going to go right over that pattern. Position that just right. And then he's going to stay there. And then I have the tippity top for that one pumpkin in the center. That's foil. Definitely want to make sure that the easy press is cooled off, because if it's too hot, the foil will sort of bubble, and it won't look super pretty like you want it to. Okay, I'm also going to cut this around here a little bit, so that when I put it on, it will look good. And it won't, because like sometimes if the vinyl is overlapping something else, it'll leave a weird kind of a mark. So I try to make it so that it doesn't overlap or leave a mark or anything. Meaning that if I left this piece and put it over this sparkle vinyl, it would, it could leave a weird mark there. Okay, so we have all of these that are going to happen at once, and the easy press is the right temperature. Scooch this up a little bit. Now I haven't paid total attention to see if I have everything centered and perfect, but because it is like tough as nails, it can be heated and reheated a bunch of times, and you'll be fine. So we'll get this going, and we'll just heat it up from the back as well, because you don't want to forget that step. It could get a little loose that way. That's when it kind of picks up in the laundry, if you haven't really got it heated from the back and the front. And we just need 15 seconds for that part. And then we get our big reveal, you guys. Are you excited?
I'm so excited.
Oh, thank you, Catherine. You put up the link for the next class.
Yeah.
We are using that. That's my sister is the one who actually does it. She paints her back door and puts on a new message for every season. So she's sharing her idea with us. Isn't that cute? Okay, so these were our cool peels. So we can pull these off because they were cool. This one, we can probably take that off. I'm gonna let the foil one sit just a little longer, because if I get too excited about peeling that foil, like I said, it'll get like bubbly on it. So we'll take the mesh. See, all this cool revealing. Isn't that fun? All of these different, now here I did leave an overlap, so we might get a mark. Shouldn't have done that. Oh, you guys. Not only did I leave an overlap, I put it under this one.
No.
Don't do that. It's good to have a mistake, because then you see what not to do. I should have trimmed around those green pieces and I paid more attention to that. So that was my mistake. But
well, I'm pretty sure we've all done that before, Joy.
Learn from my mistakes so you don't do it. And then this foil, oh gosh, look how beautiful that is. And then we'll peel off this golden pumpkin. So pretty. All these colors and all these textures are so good for the holidays that are coming up, with all the glittery, sparkly things we want to have in our closet and wear. Okay, so we are 3 minutes away from the end of class. I didn't get all the mosaic off, all the stuff off of there, and I made that mistake, but I'm glad I did it because you learned. But what do you guys think about all that material you learned about today? Pretty good, right?
Yeah, I think
So we
people
learned
are
about
really excited.
the heat press and the heat guide. And I'm sorry I couldn't get my Air 2 to hook up, but you do need to choose your material in your cutting process so that you get the right cut when you're cutting your materials. But then, you know, really today was about showing you the dynamic look of all these different materials that Cricut has to offer. So I appreciate you guys spending a Sunday with me and playing and experiencing all these fun different things. And I really encourage you, just try something. Don't worry if you're going to mess it up. Take one shirt, they're not that expensive, and just try out all those materials when you're in the store. Michael's is doing, by the way, guys, Michael's is doing a whole reset on the Cricut aisle. So when you go in, we have more education, more signage, vinyl's on one side, iron-on is on another side. So when you go in, it will make sense. Wear your mask, or if you have to order online, that's okay. Order online. Just all this stuff is just so much fun. And then you get to wear it and show it off and personalize it to what you love.
Well,
So
everyone seems very excited, Joy, and many people have also overlapped those kind of carrier sheets. I know I have one too many times. That just makes it all the more fun.
yeah. Yeah. And I mean, seriously, I'm glad I did it so that you have it in your mind. Like, don't do what Joy did. Cut, cut, cut. Well, you guys have a happy Sunday. Enjoy the rest of
Yes.
your day. Thank you so much for spending time with Cricut. We really appreciate it. And enjoy your machines. Enjoy all the materials. Thanks so much for coming in.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.